As you can see, the software images uploaded successfully. So the next step, we go to software upgrade. We will go to vManage, set default version. No, that's not the step. I think we should go to upgrade to 17.2, upgrade. So basically what we're doing, we are going to upgrade the software on our vManage. So I just had some issues with my NAT. So I felt like it was failing. The software upgrade was failing. So what I did, I went ahead and set up an IP, a static IP, an IP address on the interface facing the NAT cloud, and I added a static route pointing to the default, and the next op is the default gateway of my DHCP. And as you can see, the software is successfully upgraded on vManage. We go back to maintenance, software, we go to vManage. Now I think it's time and safe to set it as a default. We can go ahead and do that. We can check the logs. So while it's going through the process, I will SSH on to vBond and vSmart, and I will come back here. The software has been successfully set as the default for vManage. We go again to software upgrade, vManage. Now what we want to do, we want to activate the software on vManage. We go to activate, we select 17, and then we go activate. As you can see, the system is booting. We will go and I'm trying to open to SSH. Okay, so let me SSH onto vManage and vSmart. We can see that the software is being activated on vManage, and we have these logs. Now we have, I think, access to the GUI, to the CLI. Yes, we have access. Now but sometimes it takes couple of minutes before to have access to the GUI. That's normal because the system is certainly initializing. but so far everything looks good. Now let's try again. As I just upgraded the software, let me check if my permissions have changed. As you can see now, I need to allow the site again. So these are the small details that you need to pay attention. Sometimes it's not about vMAN Edge or GNS3, but sometimes the system as a whole, your PC, your NAT, the NAT of your GNS3 can cause you some issues. So you need to pay attention to those small details. So now we have access to the GUI and it's initializing. Okay. Okay, so if we check our logs, you see before it was viptela 1632, and if we check here we can see it is viptela 617.2, which means our software has been successfully activated on our vMAN Edge. We won't see the change yet, because it takes sometimes 10 hours, 15 hours, sometimes 24 hours for your GUI to look as it should with version 17. Let's go back to sorry, let's go back to maintenance, software upgrade. We now want to upgrade the software on vSmart and vBond. So it is the same process. We need to upgrade it on both controllers. So now you can see that it's been successfully uploaded downloaded on vBond, and if I come on vBond, I do request software activate, and I do a question mark. It's telling me that I have the possibility of activating two versions. But if I do the same on Smart, I only have one option because it is not yet fully downloaded on vSmart. And that's just to let you know that you can do the same process on your controllers. Let's say that you have challenges of upgrading your software using vMAN Edge. You can use SCP. You can use SCP. Then what you will need to do is to take one of the controllers and connect them to your NAT cloud, like the edge, the vEdge. You can use the um, the Ethernet switch. That's where you can have more ports. You connect one port on the NAT cloud and then the other ports on your controllers, and then you will use the IP address of your the vBond, vSmart to log onto the controller using SCP. You put the IP address. You will use admin. You will follow the same process, and then as soon as you will be on the controller, you will be able to take the image, the same images. So you can take the viptela for vSmart and vEdge, and then you will be able to drag and drop on your controller, and then at that time you will be able to follow the same process. Because if I do vBond software question mark, you see I have the option to, after uploading, you will be able to install. So software, let me do, yeah, so install image. If I do the question mark, requests, software, activate. Okay, so as soon as you're going to have the file, because we did not upload the file on this controller, but if we had the file uploaded, we could find it using install image, and we would be having the file, the tar file here, and then select it. It will be signed and installed on the controller. The next step will be to software activate, and then to select your version and activate it. So I'm giving you those options because I've had issues sometimes to go through vManage. And then you can see all the options: verify image, upgrade, confirm, the set default as you have been doing on the controller. You can also remove or reset. So those are the options that you have. It's good to know all those options. That's why when you are stuck, you cannot do everything using the GUI, the vManage GUI. You can do it manually through your controllers.